The end of 2022, I talked about this year coming up, which is 2023. And I said it's a period of the dark side of the moon. And I said it's a cycle that brings a lot of confusion and disharmony. And a lot of times wars and conflicts result as a result of the disharmony. And as soon as the year came in, and I think it was February the 24th, Russia attacked Ukraine. And then the United States got involved. And then all of a sudden, there's allies to Russia, which is Iran, and then China said it would back Russia as well. And then there were secret deals that were made, which I predicted. In one of my videos, I said that it would be a country with an I initial, and Iran fits that bill. And then since then, you had the fire in Mali and Hawaii, the war in Israel, all this conflict, and then it got into Syria, and you find out that Lebanon has 100,000 missiles that can attack Israel. And it made me think that what has happened even with wars, even wars got worse than they used to be. During the Napoleon period, what happened was Napoleon, or if he was fighting England or France or wherever, a different country, well, of course, Napoleon was from France, they would meet out in a field, and it would just be soldiers, and it would be soldier against soldier. And whoever won the battle, that was it. And regular people had nothing to do with the war other than who they rooted for. And then all of a sudden, we developed mass weapons of mass destruction. We developed huge weapons, bombs and cannons and nuclear weapons, and the word collateral damage came up. And I remember years ago, I said, what does that mean? It means that you want to shoot a missile at the enemy, and it runs a couple of 100,000 feet off, and you hit a hospital, or you hit a nursing home or a school. Children get hurt, and women and children and families. And it turns families into refugees and buildings into rubble. And it's gotten worse and worse. 75, 80 years ago, bombs were dropped on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. And now full populations are being wiped out. And the whole thing that people, I think, have to learn from this is what good is war? It's absolutely no good for anyone, certainly not the populations. And it just breeds fear and terror, and nobody really wins. It's gotten worse and worse. All that destruction with the atomic bombs and the bombing of Berlin and bombing of England and all the people that died and the millions, it really didn't do any good, and it hurt populations. It turned regular people into refugees. And the world's got to learn to make peace with each other. And then recently in the news, you had the people against Israel, people, Jewish people against this, and there was all kinds of crowds of people, and people want, they support this, they support that. What they should concentrate on is supporting peace. The average person, the average family, is not going to benefit from a war. At best, they'll turn them into refugees. And it's going to destroy your home and your property, and nobody's safe. And all this destruction since World War II was the technology of 80 years ago. So the atomic bomb and all the weapons they used was 80 years ago technology. And even Iran said they had drones, and Star Wars era is here today, and they should stop this. And I know that 2024 is a sun cycle for the United States. I hope it should bring more clarity and more direction, and I hope more peace in the world. For the United States, it is the sun cycle. It's different cycles for different countries, and it's supposed to bring more clarity, and things should get a little better. But like I said, it's a period that they try to make a couple of people who don't fit the bill fit the bill. So we may be talking about the presidency and a lot of confusion around that. And they may want to elect somebody that's unsuitable just to elect somebody else. And that would be my prediction in the election coming up. And I hope the world learns to make peace, because collateral damage means everybody's at jeopardy.